Yeah, like I say, it's strange. Definitely new to me. It's been obviously it's been good because we've had no sort of any cases or anything like that. We've been very safe from everything. I think the league should be applauded for that, and obviously the way the clubs have dealt with this situation, doing everything they can to help the players. But obviously it's been tested mentally as well as obviously physically as well, because the games are very thick and fast really, and in a condensed period. Yeah, obviously it's very good. I think anywhere where you can limit the cases in COVID, and obviously here we've got none, so I know of anyway. So obviously the league have done a fantastic job of creating a safe environment for the players to play in. I think obviously when you look at other leagues, the Premier League, they're living at home still, and they're not in obviously a secure bubble. They're still doing things with their family outside of life, whereas obviously we haven't got that luxury. But obviously on the other side of that is, we're playing without any, worry sort of thing. We realistically got I think we've probably got the best chance of not getting COVID out of everyone. We're tucked away from people, and like I say, the league should be commended for the way it's been put on, and obviously, the success it's brought as well, because obviously no COVID cases reported should be applauded really, and people should be obviously trying to follow the trend here, because we've managed to get through near enough a whole season without any problems at all. Yeah, obviously it's very tough. You normally, predominantly for me, I've normally had a 6-week pre-season, 8-week pre-season. Coming from Australia, I finished my season there, and I kept myself very fit, obviously, but it still doesn't translate from everyday fitness to coming out of 2 weeks in a room of doing 2-3 sessions a day on your balcony on a bike, and then going straight into training and into a game. That's what I think. I came out of quarantine and played 45 minutes the day after. So for me, I found it very tough at the start. Personally, my body wasn't quite used to the load straight away, and obviously with pre-season, you sort of get your body battle hardened, for what's to come. And I think you'll see across the league, I think a lot of the players, the foreign players, may have had niggles here or there where, like I say, the pre-season normally gets your body ready for that sort of strain on your body, and we've not quite managed to have that time. But that's the world we live in at the moment, and I'm not really too fussed about it. I've managed to keep myself injury free. We've got great staff here which have helped with that, and whenever me personally, I've struggled with niggles or something like that, I've managed to reduce my load in training and reduce in games as well, where I've had to sort of be mindful of what I'm doing, because otherwise I'm going to lose an extended period of time in that case. Yeah, it's very akin to a roller coaster. Obviously, mental well-being is very prominent in sport now. You have your highs and your lows. It's always important not to go too high and not to obviously sink too low with that as well. It's always to find a nice equilibrium and sort of stay centered. I've had days where I've not wanted to do too much, and I just want to speak to my kids and wife, and that's enough for me. Some days where I'm fantastic and I'm loving it. I think it's sort of, like I say, it's finding that balance. For me, I've been quite lucky. I've got a great team around me. There's a lot of friendly people to help you with them sort of situations, and we're lucky with technology. That technology is so good now that I only have to press one button and I see my kids near enough face to face anyway. So like I say, there is parts of it where you think, yeah, I could easily go home here, but there's not enough of that to take me away from it. I think obviously, like I say, it's hard dealing with it, but obviously you can reach out and speak to them people pretty much whenever you want, and I've been quite lucky in that aspect. But obviously it is mentally testing as well, as you say, because you are away from friends and family, sort of, I wouldn't say trapped, but locked away from society really, because you're doing your job, and I'm here to do a job ultimately, and I knew what I was in for before I signed here. So it wasn't as if I was coming here blindfolded, didn't know what was going to go on. I knew what was going to go on, so I had to set myself mentally for that anyway. So I was fully prepared. It depends on what COVID lets us do. England have not really sort of sorted the situation out really with COVID. So I'm just looking forward to getting back home, spending a lot of time with my kids and wife, and I'll take it from there really. Whatever restrictions lift from there, they will be sort of later on. I would like to go away with them and obviously have a nice holiday together. But like I say, I'm just going to be happy to go home, see my family and wife and kids, and spend some good quality time with them, what I've missed out on, and hopefully the world gets back to normal and everything can sort of move forward from there really. Well, coming from Australia, it's not too dissimilar in terms of how the league's set up. Obviously it's very much a counter-attacking league. Here we try to play a little, especially our team, we try to play out from the back and create superiority over the pitch and dominate the ball. And it was not too dissimilar to what I was used to in Sydney, where we wanted to dominate on the ball and create opportunities for the forward players to put away chances. And I think we've done that here, and obviously I did that previous. Obviously there's a little bit in quality, I would say a drop, but I definitely think there's a lot of bright spots in the future of Indian football. There's some really good players across the league, and you can see the quality in our squad as well. So there's not too much difference from, I'd probably say, from the A-League and the Indian League, but they're both developing leagues, and you can definitely see the future of Indian football is very bright as well. Yeah, definitely. For me, the City Football Group was one of the major reasons I joined Mumbai City, because I knew the structure and everything about it would be, up to the standard I'm used to and the level I'm used to. So, I think obviously seeing City come over here and help out Mumbai, and I think every club will sort of take a leaf out their book and look to improve their structure in that way. So I think that's what you've got to do if you want to improve, culturally and football-wise. They've got to follow the footsteps of other clubs, not just here but in Europe as well, and see what they do well. There's enough people here and people who want to play the game, and you can see with the younger players coming through now. There's so much untapped talent here that can be pushed forward as well. I don't think the coach would like moving away too much, but he wants us to play good football. He wants us to attack. He wants us to keep the ball. He wants us to create superiorities all over the pitch, and wants us to play in the right way. Obviously being Spanish, and obviously Barcelona as well. He wants us to play that beautiful football and dominate teams and pass them to death, as well as scoring goals. So I think obviously what we do in the training pitch translates onto the pitch. We do a lot of work on obviously possession and keeping the ball, moving it 1 and 2 touch, and that's what transpires on the pitch. We try not to take liberties with the ball, because you can often get punished on the counter attack if you do. Yeah, I think you can see we're a very tight knit group. I think obviously forward wise, I think if you look, I think we're the leading scorers in the league, or if not the highest leading scorers, the second leading scorers. So I think obviously we've clicked going forward and what we've produced offensively. So we've got a great blend with, obviously when I play with Hugo, he's won the Golden Ball last season. I think the best player in the league, and I don't think he'll go too far away from winning it this season as well, because he's been fantastic. Obviously when Sai Goddard's been fit and played, he's produced as well, but it's just getting the attacking players on the pitch when you can. Obviously the rule with the foreigners dictates as well, and we've had some great performances from the Indian players as well. I think Bipin's done fantastic this season. Certainly from my perspective, he's put in a lot of good crosses, and he's started to score goals as well, so it's helped us in that aspect too. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this season. I'll probably just sit down with the City Football Group and see how they sort of see it. like I said, I've loved my time here. It's been really enjoyable. I'm looking forward to just getting back home, seeing my family, and sort of moving from there. Really, I'm not really thinking about that. I think it'd be amiss of me to put my future in front of what's in front of us right now, which is the opportunity to create a legacy at Mumbai City, and win some silverware. I think that's more important than my future, definitely.